Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Dark Revenge Productions. My name is Dark Revenge, and thank you for joining me for another episode. Today I have for you a WWE Raw results and reaction, and that's what we're doing today. As you know, I do wrestling reactions, food reviews, food challenges, and many other things. So this is just one of the categories that we do, and just for you wrestling fans out there that are interested in knowing what happened on Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Live SmackDowns, things like that. Maybe some of you who can't watch it, or some of y'all might have missed it and just kind of wonder what's going on. This is for you guys. So, before we get started in this, I know he's not a wrestler or anything right now, but I've been watching that CM Punk starting to get into a little bit heavier training, and he's starting to get into the mold and the form that he needs to get into to possibly, hopefully, start doing a couple of live matches. I know he's had a couple of in-house kind of training matches that he's had, you know, to get his weight down, to get his stamina up, and just other things that he needs to work on still. But from what I've seen in the videos, he's starting to actually mold into what he needs to do and get done. So I'm hoping CM Punk will soon be on TV. We all can watch what he does and what he's learned to see if he's actually going to be able to make it or not. But with that said, let's go ahead. This is Monday Night Raw, and this is what we're going to do right now. So with everything said, let's go ahead, and at the very beginning of Monday Night Raw, during SummerSlam, Finn Balor got injured during the match, and when he got thrown against one of the barriers there, his arm kind of went up and hit right there, which tore his ligament, and so he's going to be out of action. They're saying for about 6 months, but more research goes that he could possibly be back in around 3 months. I think that they're trying to say 6 months so that he could be like a John Cena, you know, give him that time expansion and to come back as like a hero almost, come back early, and you know, kind of like what they do with John Cena. They always make it a far off thing, and he always comes back early, and I think that's kind of what they're going to do with Finn Balor. Anyways, he had to come out to Monday Night Raw and had to give a speech, you know, thanking everybody, you know, saying he'll come back for the title, but he had to relinquish the title back because of him being injured and because of him having to be out for so long. You know, it's a bittersweet thing. You know, Finn Balor actually had won this title last night. And with it being the new WWE Universal title, he was the very first one to win it. Seeing that it is the WWE Raw's newest title, but so it's bittersweet that he had to give it up the very next night within under 24 hours. You know, and hopefully when he gets back, they're going to give him a match to hopefully get the title back and give him the ball and run with it. I'm hoping that, you know, Finn Balor does that. But anyways, during that, since the relinquish, wrestler after wrestler after wrestler has started coming out because they all feel that they deserve to have a title shot. People like Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Kaz, and just other ones who come out. And so Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley decided to do a bracket, you know, 8 people bracket to see who would be the top 4 that would go and have an opportunity for this title. You know, they've been doing a lot of fatal 4-way matches, a lot of this stuff. It's just like back in the old day, they did just constant. They're doing too many of these fatal 4 matches, and people are gonna get burnt out pretty fast. But anyways, that's what happened on the very beginning of the night. So with all that said, Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn were all the 2 of the people that came out, and so Stephanie McMahon put them 2 in a match to fight it over to see who would move on. And Sami Zayn got injured during the match, which seems to be the regular with Seth Rollins lately. I mean, he's injured quite a few wrestlers during his matches. But yeah, Sami Zayn got injured in the match, which gave Seth Rollins the win. So he moves on now to next week to fight for to have a chance to win the Universal title. My personal opinion, I don't think that Seth Rollins is going to win the Universal title. I feel like they're putting him in there because I don't think they don't think Sami Zayn's ready yet. But so Seth Rollins got put in place of that. Your next match is I wasn't expecting this one. Was you had Kevin Owens and you had Neville battling it out for the opportunity to win this WWE Universal title. Obviously, Neville lost the match. Kevin Owens won, so he'll move on also with Seth Rollins to have an opportunity to win the Universal title. The match between them two was kind of stale. I wasn't really into the match. It wasn't really much going on. They're just two totally different people, and they just didn't mesh together. So that was one of those matches I kind of wasn't really interested in. Your next one, you had the New Day versus the Club, Carlos Anderson, and all that. And the thing was, the Club had taken out Big E for a while. They just started doing this whole doctor skit they've been doing and everything. Well, so they started battling out and everything else. They had their match, and towards the end of the match, who else comes out? Big E comes out and just tears everybody apart, destroys the Club, single-handedly, and so now he's back, and he helped New Day win the match. Your next one, you had the situation between Darren Young, Bob Backlund, and Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil came out, was talking trash about Bob Backlund. He was talking trash about Darren Young, saying, how can Bob Backlund make Darren Young again when Darren Young never was great? Thing is, Darren Young never was great, and everyone knows that. So they're trying to give Darren Young a push, but I just don't think it's going to work. I don't think that Darren Young is ever really going to get over. The most he's got over was when he was with Titus O'Neil and they were primetime players. That's about the highest up he's ever got, and I believe that's probably about the highest up he's ever going to get. But anyways, Titus O'Neil took out Bob Backlund. He took out Darren Young, and so something's going to happen there. I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't think that Darren Young can really beat Titus O'Neil, but I'm sure they're going to make it happen that way eventually, especially since Bob Backlund's involved. But we'll just have to go ahead and wait to see what happens. And then you have another match for the WWE Universal title, which was Rusev versus Kaz. And, he's a 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. So they had a good match together. Of course, Rusev was already injured from the night before during SummerSlam when Roman Reigns speared him, and then came back down and speared him again after going backstage. So Rusev was already injured, and of course Kaz took advantage of that and came in, took the match and won. So Kaz is also going to be joining now Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins for this opportunity to win this title. So between the three of those so far, I'm hoping Kaz wins it. That's going to be who I'm going to be rooting for at this point. I don't know, but Kaz is who I'm going for. And then you had Charlotte come out, of course. She's the new women's champion, Divas champion, whatever you want to call it. She's the new champion for the Monday Night Raw females. And, of course, she was bragging about it, talking about how she's the boss and, no one can beat her. She deserves the title and, just what she normally does. And, of course, so during all this talk, what happens, McFoley comes out and tells Charlotte she's going to probably have a match soon with another wrestler. And who comes out? The new WWE Raw roster person is Bayley. So Bayley now is on Monday Night Raw. So congratulations to Bayley for doing that. She is the new member of Raw. She had to have a match between Dana and herself. And of course, we all should have already figured out before the match even started that Bayley was going to win this match. Dana Brooks is really not. I don't think she's really a good technical wrestler. I mean, she's got power, but I really don't think she has the speed, and I don't think she has the heart that she needs to get it to do this. That's just my personal opinion. And also, I'm thinking maybe with her losing, they're going to try to separate Charlotte and Dana. And here in a moment, towards the end of this, I'll explain that, and I'll explain why. But yeah, so Bayley had won that match. Hopefully now she'll get a title match and go on and win the title. Because she was very impressive, and she held that title for a while in NXT, and I think she could do it on Raw as well if they give her that opportunity to run with it. Of course, again, they're wanting to make, the next thing happened is they're wanting to make Braun Strowman, since he's no longer part of the Wyatt family, they want to make him strong and powerful, which obviously, you look at him, you can tell he's both. But, I mean, they constantly keep putting him up against these noobs. These guys that you could throw around like rag dolls, and I just don't get it. I don't know if they're just doing it to build him up. Maybe they're trying to give him more training or something. I don't know. But I feel like they need to put him up against smaller people. I mean, put him up against Heath Slater. Put him up against some of the CWC people. If that's what you want to do, put him up against actual names, not people that no one cares or even worries about. I mean, you throw him around for 5 seconds and you're done. I mean, what is the point of even doing that? Anyways, of course, Braun Strowman had a match with another noob, and of course he won within a matter of a couple minutes. It doesn't really make him look strong. It actually makes him look like a bully, which WWE tries to stray away from the bully thing, or they say they do, because the whole bully campaign that they do. But anyways, Braun Strowman won that one. I'm not really going to get much into it or talk much about it. And then you had Team 3D come on down. They were supposed to give this speech about how they're retiring and they're leaving the ring and thanking everybody for everything they've done. And the whole speech that they always give whenever they retire. And it's just, there's always got to be some kind of conflict. There's always got to be some kind of drama, whatever, when it comes to a marriage in WWE, or it comes to a special event WWE, or someone retiring. There has to always be something that happens, which there did. And, but anyways, Team 3D came out and they were going to retire speech, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe they'll do one more match since the club decided to take them down, and we'll just have to see what happens. Anyways, the very last match of the night was for the WWE Universal title was Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho, and this match wasn't too bad. I wasn't expecting the outcome that happened, because Roman Reigns failed the medical policy thing, and they've been putting him up in these high-profile matches and making him lose. And I felt maybe that's like a punishment back in the day with Triple H, did the whole thing, with Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, and Diesel. But maybe I could be wrong. I thought maybe they were going to just punish him, put him in these big profile matches because he's still one of the top guys, and just have him lose matches. But anyways, Roman Reigns and Chris Jericho had their match. Roman Reigns came out, had his win, so now he's one of the 4 people who will be fighting for the WWE Universal title. And we'll see the wins. But again, between all 4 of them, I'm a Roman Reigns fan, but I want Kaz to win this. I want Kaz to go all the way and win this title. I think it'd be good for him. It'd be a great career changer for him, and I think he's ready for it. So anyways, that's that. That's what happened on Monday Night Raw. Now, as what I was saying about Charlotte, is I feel like they're going to tag Charlotte and Dana and try to split them up, because I believe Charlotte's getting ready to leave the WWE. I'm not sure what her plans are or where she's going, but I've read things and follow a few sites, and there's a lot of talk that Charlotte's planning on leaving the WWE, just like John Cena. Sometime by the end of this year, John Cena's also supposed to be leaving the WWE. I don't know where he's going. Will he go to TNA? Will he just strictly do movies? What will he do? I really don't know. But those two people it's been talk about those two are leaving soon. I feel that especially if they lose John Cena, I feel it's going to be a huge blow for them, especially if he does go to like TNA or something like that. I feel like that's going to really hurt WWE as far as ratings go, as bad as the ratings are already with WWE. But we're just have to go ahead and we're going to wait and see. So, anyways, that's the results. That's the reactions to Monday Night Raw this week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. If not, give it a thumbs down. Either way, thank you for joining me for another video for you guys. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow me on YouNow.com, which is my live stream. Also follow me on live.me.com, which is also another one of my live streams. Follow me on Spreaker.com, which is my radio show. And I'll catch you guys there. So for now, take care and be safe. You all have a good day, and I'll catch you again on the other side. But for now, I'm Dark Revenge, and we're out of here.
Lost